Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexus and today we will be doing another speed build in The Sims 4. So today's build is the Modern Mansion build and it is in Brindleton Bay and it's where the Delgado family was living, I believe, if I remember correctly. It had that, well, it was one of the, how would you describe that house? I can't remember the style of the house right now because I can't really picture it. Kind of like a colonial, but it's not really a colonial. Anyway, hopefully you know which one I'm talking about. Honestly, it could go in any lot. It's not the biggest lot. It's the second biggest lot, I believe. Anyway, so this is the first build that I use the tool mod in, which we'll see here in a bit. Right now I'm messing more with creating this rounded wall. Also, I really hope that you don't mind the speed of this build. This is the fastest that I've done a speed build. It's at 3,000 times the regular speed. Which actually, no, now thinking about it, I think that was the speed that I used for the downtown retail as well. So I really hope you like the speed. If you don't, if it's a little bit too fast, please let me know in the comments. If you can hear my dog getting out of the chair, she was sitting with me. Well, actually, more correctly, I had gone to use the bathroom and she stole my spot. So she just left the chair. So she's now pouting, and if you here in a second, you'll probably hear her get onto the couch. So now she's just kind of walking around and stretching. Okay, I actually took a second off recording and she is now currently on the couch. So hopefully she won't get up too much more. I think she's settled. So anyway, what I was saying, right now I'm dealing with the rounded walls. Because I really knew that I wanted to do something with rounded walls and I wanted to use the tool mod, which you'll see the tool mod here in a little bit. But so this build in particular, actually, there's a couple actually versions on the gallery. So I had chosen to furnish the build with some custom content. So there is a version with no furniture in it, and that has the pool already and everything, I believe, if I remember correctly. And it has all of the framework for the outside of the build. So you still get the whole same build, it's just it doesn't have any furniture inside of it. Which one you prefer to download really depends on, well, first off, whether or not you can download custom content, because if you don't have a PC, then of course, if you're on console, then of course you're not going to be able to download custom content. I really, really wish that you had the ability to do that, but unfortunately you're unable to. So but for any of my PC players, I will link all the custom content down below in the description box. I believe all the custom content that I used was from LittleDica. Actually, I know that all the custom content that I used was from LittleDica, because that's pretty much all I have packs-wise when it comes to build mode things. I forget what all packs I have, though. And I know I have the Eco Kitchen stuff pack. That one I am pretty sure that I used somewhere in here. And then there's the chic bathroom, I believe. And that one, I believe I also used modern kitchen stuff. I'm pretty sure that I used that one. Excuse me. H&B store stuff. Pretty sure I used that one. Sleek slumber stuff. Pretty sure I used that one. The only one I'm not sure about is Delicious Kitchen. That one, I don't believe I used it, but just in case, if I did, I'll link it down below because, I mean, all of LittleDica's packs are really great, so they're worth downloading anyway. So I'll have all of them in the description box down below. I really wish that you could filter by the different downloads. It'd be really hard to do, but be able to actually separate it in game by this is this pack, this is the other pack, the same way that you do when you actually buy game packs and everything. That would be so cool because then I could actually tell which ones I used. But, you know, at least for now, I'll go ahead and link everything, of course. And if I forget to link them in the description box, please let me know. Because that's something that I know I shouldn't forget that, but I know I want to include it just in case if anyone wants to download that. So that one is also on the gallery with all of the custom content. I was going to do a fully furnished one without the custom content, and then I decided against it because this one took me so long. As you can tell by me saying, you know, I sped it up to 3,000 times the regular speed, and it's still being a 40-minute long video. So I hope you don't mind. I didn't really cut anything out because a lot of it is me learning how to use the tool mod, and I feel like seeing it in practice can also be helpful maybe to someone who's a little bit new, because I also was a little bit new. So plus there's just a lot of me messing around with the pool. Once we get to the pool, that took me a little while to get to where I want. I also link because a few things that I did in this video, I actually did based off a couple of YouTube videos that I had watched. So I'll link those YouTube videos that I had watched. One of those is by Kate Emerald, and that was where I got the idea for the rounded walls that you see in the front area, the white things. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. But so the whole curved pathways and everything, that is originally Kate Emerald is where I got the idea from. So I'll link that in the description. And then the other video where I got the infinity pool from, which you'll see here in a bit, that video, I forget his name, but I had just searched infinity pool on YouTube, infinity pool Sims 4, or Sims 4 infinity pool, and I believe that actually I can look it up on my phone right now to see exactly. I should be able to find it. I believe that's what I searched for in the beginning. But let me double check on who created that. Sims 4 waterfall pool is what I looked up. How to build a multi-level waterfall. That's not it. Mr. Olkan? Olkan. The Sims 4 Infinity and Shallow Pools tutorial. How to make realistic pools in The Sims 4. That is the video. So I will link that one in the description as well. Anyway, so go check those out. The Infinity Pool one does need the tool mod. The rounded walls doesn't technically need the tool mod. That one you just kind of need, I mean, pretty much everybody has the ability to use cheats, I believe. I believe you can still use them on console. They just work a little bit differently. And I wouldn't be able to tell you how to do those. I'm sure you could be able to Google it and be able to find that answer. But at least for PC people, the bb.moveObjects, so the move objects cheat, you'll need that for the rounded walls. And this is where we're getting to the infinity pool. Well, actually, no, we're going to go into the backyard a little bit. I believe some of the runtime on this video too, this was when I had really started to have issues with my laptop. And luckily, obviously, my laptop is still working, because if I didn't have a working laptop, you would not be seeing this video right now. So it's kind of on its last legs, but I think part of it is also because I have so many videos stored up that I've captured, like the screen recordings for all of these builds that I've done. And I think that that's part of the reason why it's running a little bit slow. But regardless, my battery is pretty much dead. So anytime when I just even knock out the charging cord, my laptop shuts off immediately. So just so you know, I think that happened a couple times during this build, but I believe I don't have any double footage of any of that happening. I believe I had gone out of the, or like deleted all the old footage where that happened. So right now I'm kind of messing around with the backyard. All of this ends up being changed pretty much except for where the pool is. The pool is pretty much the whole entire backyard except for the little area in the corner where they could run around. I ended up using every single square inch of this lot, which is something that I don't do pretty frequently. It's something that I want to do more frequently, and I've started to really develop and get used to doing that more and more and more. And in fact, one of the future builds that I'm still currently building, that is in Windenburg, that build, oh my goodness, I am using every square inch, I should say every little grid, but down to the very last grid. I'm pretty sure there's something going on. It's a lot. It's one of those that could easily crash your game if you download it. It's going to have a lot of detail, and I'm kind of worried to see how slow my game's going to get when I start to get closer to the finishing, because I'm still not even close to finishing it. I've kind of gotten somewhat of the outside done, and then none of the inside is done at all. Like, I've done a little bit of the top floor, and that's primarily it. And that's all of the hints that I'm going to give you when it comes to that. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's a really big one. It's on the island. I think it's the biggest lot on the island. I don't remember what size that lot is. It's huge though. So I hope that it turns out really well. I think it will. I have high hopes. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm able to deliver. But yeah, so going back to this build, now this is where a lot of the stuff that I was doing is very time intensive, as you can tell. So that's part of the reason why this video is so long, is me adjusting all of the waterfall and me messing with the tool mod because I had never used it before. So me learning how to use it, and this is what happened. So yeah, it'll be a while, but trust me, it's worth it. It's well worth the end result. Well, at least I might be a little bit biased, but I think it's worth it. And actually, this is the version without the custom content. So before all that is added to it, that version is my second most downloaded build. Well, actually, just shared item in my gallery. So the first is still Downtown Retail. That one's still going strong. So, and I don't think that's going to go anywhere anytime soon. So the tool mod, the way I got the tool mod was that I was doing the Better Build By. I downloaded that. So this was also my first time dealing with the Better Build By. what I really wanted was the better build buy, but then the fact that the tool mod came automatically with it made me also really want to download it and try out the tool mod as well. So yeah, there's a lot going on. It's me testing a lot of different stuff and me doing some playing with some of the terrain in the front as well. So you'll see a little bit more as we get to it. Right now, I end up deleting all of that. What's the word? Those flowers there. So the version without the custom content does not have any flowers in the garden in that area. The version with the custom content does. I will say if you try downloading the version with the custom content, I believe what will happen is that everything that is not custom content will automatically download. But of course, it won't have any of the custom content stuff, so none of that stuff will appear. I don't know how that will affect the pricing of the house, but you could see if you could download it unfurnished as well, because none of the custom content that I have is anything but the furniture. So that is also something to keep in mind. I did put placement holder furniture in as well for the non-custom content version. So you kind of have a gist of where each room is and what I imagined for each room. But of course you could change the layout if you want. It's just kind of what I had thought would be a good one. So we have, let me see if I can remember all the rooms. There's a formal living room, a formal dining room, a bathroom, a kitchen, there's a dining room kind of, or like it's an eat-in kitchen basically. So there's a dining room table in the kitchen as well. And then there's the family room, and that's all the first floor. And then the second floor has an office, and then 2 kids' rooms with the bathroom. And then through the bathroom, there is another door to the playroom. They have a huge playroom. I was just having trouble figuring out the layout, and it ended up being what I thought was the best layout. Just because if I had made the rooms smaller to accommodate for the playroom, because I knew I wanted a playroom, then the kids' rooms would have been like 2 tiles wide. And I did not want that. So it ends up being a little weird, but I also wanted the door through the bathroom. That way neither kid had the advantage of just going in and out. Although that means if one of the kids is in the bathroom, then you can't use the playroom. Or if you're in the playroom and someone's in the bathroom, then you're stuck in the playroom. So that was something that my dad, when I showed him the build, he was like, that doesn't make sense. But you know what? Fix it if you want to fix it. I think it works. It's one of those quirky house moments where you're like, yeah, yeah, so that's my excuse. And then on the top floor, there is a little like landing area with some of the cat furniture and the dog furniture and stuff like that. So like a bed, cat towers, things like that. There's a couple chairs up there as well. And then the parents' bedroom as well as the ensuite bath, which that ensuite is my favorite ensuite that I've ever done. I don't think I could hype this one up enough, basically. It is perfect. I love it. I want that ensuite. Yeah. It's partially because I was messing a lot with I really, 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 really love custom content. And I really love LittleDica's custom content, especially when it comes to the bathroom stuff, because I believe it's the bathroom stuff that I used. It might have been the Eco Kitchen, because it might have been those tiles. But whichever tiles that I used, I love those tiles, especially for a bathroom. I actually might be the Eco Kitchen now thinking about it, just because I think it came out with the Eco Kitchen. But I also had bought Discover University not too long before this, and I did it for a stupid reason. I did it for the shower head. Don't do what I do. I felt that it was finally worth it, because it would add so much to a lot of the builds that I was trying to build, and so I finally caved. But then that also meant I had access to the shower head that comes with the chic bathroom stuff pack from LittleDica, and that shower head is amazing. I love it so much. And then I use some of the cement. You'll see it here once I actually do it. But I use some of the cement things from Outdoor. That's not the right. It's the Spade, I believe. The concrete benches in the shower. So there's like a sitting area. I love it. I think it's great. I might have overhyped it now, and so some people are probably like, well, let's see this great bathroom then. I love it. That's the point. You might not love it. And that's why we all have different tastes. That's why so many different houses exist. So don't yuck other people's yums. This is apparently one of my yums. It's kind of a weird configuration, though, because I had to tuck that little bathtub into the corner there. And so now we're getting into, this is the ensuite that I was talking about. So and I saved it. So I went ahead and did a little window here, which I've done a lot of that before. I think I changed that window here in a bit. But there's skylights. I think I took the skylight out of the bathroom. I originally had a skylight, but I have so many skylights in this build. The closet, I'm not 100% sure that it works. Oh, there's also a laundry room on the second floor too. I forgot about that. There's a laundry room. I'm glad I had seen the sliding doors, because that's what reminded me of it. So where was I? Oh yeah, I changed the glass, the window, to this window. I just put it on multiple times, stacked it, and got it to where I wanted it. And then I think I put a plant right in front of it too. And then so I'm pretty much doing the shower right now. This is my favorite part of the whole entire bathroom, at the very least. Maybe the whole entire build, actually. No. Because I really, really like that pool. But the pool wasn't my idea. So, okay. Out of the things that were my idea, this shower is definitely, out of everything, probably the pool. Because it just looks so cool. And I've actually gone into live mode with the pool running with the waterfalls. It looks so cool. I didn't capture it for the video, but it is really cool. This build is a little bit more on it takes a little bit of power. On mine, it takes a second for it to load fully before it will actually work. Everything works, but that's kind of the case with a lot of my recent builds. Once they load up, it takes a few seconds. So for some reason I was just adjusting the way it rounded. So this is also the garage. I had originally wanted a garage that would be attached to the house, and then it didn't look right. So that now I'm playing with the tool mod a little bit too much. So if you can't tell, just trying to figure out what I like, but also you can tell that I just got it because I'm doing a lot of wacky stuff. And half of this I end up getting rid of. So just so you know, not all of this is going to look like this, but that is the garage. I have a ton of shelving, and which I'm putting in now. It's on both sides. I did not put anything on the shelving. I was going to, and then I didn't. So I think I was kind of over it by the time that it got to that point. And I just decided that I am done with the build, and I'm going to be done with the build. So this is pretty much where the non-custom content the build is. I almost said bathroom. I think I had started on the bathroom a little bit, but I had changed it. All the tiles so far, actually, I believe, are non-custom content. So I was getting it ready to put onto the gallery. So we're almost to the point that of the gallery build. So this I've done in a video before. And again, I got this idea from the infinity pool video, which hopefully I don't forget to put in the description box. But if I do, please remind me in the comments, and I will get that added. But it either added in the description box only, or I might also make a pinned comment with that information too. So anyway, this is the first time I have ever done this pool. This build, if you have seen my gym build, where the movers and shakers one, the modern gym, that one actually I built after this build. So the way it goes is there's this build without the custom content, this build with the custom content, then the Blue Velvet 2.0, then the modern gym. So that, just so you know, the modern gym is the latest build even in my gallery, and then it goes back in that order. Hopefully that made sense. Of course, all of my builds are on the gallery. I don't think I mentioned this in a couple of my last videos, so sorry that I didn't mention my gallery ID name. It's always in my description box, but just so you know, gallery ID, born number 2, be a diamond, same way as it's spelled here, just without the games. And of course, if you are ever, I took some screenshots there because it looks so cool. If you ever want to know about any new videos or anything, I think, I've been posting pretty much the second that a new video goes up, I actually have it set. Oh, so here's where the custom content starts going in. As you can see, I just put it on the gallery. So it's on the gallery without the custom content. This is the custom content part. So everything from this point on is custom content furnishing. So where was I at? My Twitter. Oh, and this is the tile that I was talking about. It's so pretty. I love it so much. And the bench that I was talking about as well. I love this bathroom. I'm in love with this bathroom. Even that, I mean, the toilet room is kind of boring, but also it's still kind of cool. Anyway, I would live in this house. I might have to, if this house existed in real life, I would either have to expand the second floor or figure out some type of workaround so I could get a hallway in for the playroom. But besides that, I love this house. It'd probably have to be a bigger lot that is one thing too that I had envisioned this house specifically for this lot, because the one that was here before, I just hated it, especially after adjusting some of the other lots, such as what's the big one that is in this world that I've done before, what did I call it? The Forest Seaside Mansion? Something like that. I'll also put that in the description below. That one, I also afterwards updated it with some of the same custom content that I put in here for the bathroom, the ensuite bathroom. So if you want me to upload that version to the gallery, I can as well. Right now, the only versions that are, so there's one version uploaded that has the original layout, and then I had changed the layout. So there's a 2.0 that I think it just makes, it's slightly different. I think it just makes a little bit more sense. And it has like a cooler drive up area that I love. If only you could actually drive in The Sims, but so that one is also in my gallery as well. If you want me to upload the one with the custom content, I can. It's really not that much different than the last version, the 2.0 with the little better configuration, a better floor plan. I forgot how I got there. Oh, because I was talking about how so it's kind of more modern, this whole entire neighborhood in Brindleton Bay. The way that I've updated it, it's all pretty modern. So that's part of the reason why I wanted this one to be modern. And I also kind of wanted it to fit the family that was already living here, because I didn't want to move that family out. So that's why it has cat stuff and dog stuff. Which, of course, when I actually brought that family in, they, of course, hated the decor. I love it. And I even kept some of their interests in mind, which they don't have any likes and dislikes yet. So I don't know what they don't like about it, but I feel like they should like it. So I'm a little sassy when it comes to that. I'm a little offended, just a tiny bit. So anyway, this is pretty much the top floor done. Just putting a little bit more details in the bedroom, and then probably a little bit on the landing. And then now we are going back to the second floor. So here's the laundry room that I was talking about. Has that same tile that's in all the bathrooms. Same cabinetry and everything. Has some more storage on the shelving. And then on that shelving, I put some laundry detergent, some like paper towels and toilet paper. That's kind of like where they have all their excess stuff. Some regular towels and everything. Those paper towels, toilet paper, those are from sorry if you could hear the car in the background. But those are from one of the custom content packs. I don't know which one. So now I'm actually kind of bouncing back and forth between the second and the first floor. So I'm kind of working in the entryway. I already did the office primarily. And I did the laundry room, and now we're doing the bathroom on the first floor. There's only one bathroom on the first floor. So it's kind of like if you need it, and it's a small one because it's a half bath. So it's kind of like if you have a lot of guests over, sorry, you're kind of out of luck, or you have to go up at least one flight of floors. Also, this is so interesting. I don't know why, but during this build, I think when my computer gets a little bit overworked with some of the more high detailed stuff, it does that double saving thing. I don't know if you saw that really well, but it's really weird. If any of you have had that exact same thing happening to you, please let me know. It doesn't happen too often for me. It's been happening a little lately, and I think that everything's fine, nothing's wrong and everything. But if anyone else is experiencing that weird, like, little glitchy thing, please let me know in the comments. But anyway, so now we're putting in the fridge and all of the appliances, the countertops and everything. I actually really love these countertops. This one, I believe, is the H&B store. It might be the chic bathroom as well. I can't remember which one it is. It's probably one of those two, though. And I think those light bulbs in the middle of the island is also from one of those packs. But I am not 100% certain. That I think the only way that I'd be able to tell is by deleting certain packs and figuring it out pack by pack, seeing which one has which item. But so now, just finishing I think I just finished the kitchen. I don't think I add too much more if I add anything. So adding that little dining room chair. And of course I put curtains. So realistically you would be able to shut the curtains so people walking from the front can't just see into the side. As well as I think that's the side that technically points towards the other houses in the neighborhood, the ones that are actually playable at least. So theoretically you could shut them out. I know I include curtains in the bedrooms. I think I include curtains in the office, and I'm not certain about the formal dining room. I think I do. I can't remember on that one. The formal living room definitely has. But yeah. So, as you can see, there's also lots of skylights. Pretty much in every room that I was able to put a skylight in, there's a skylight. So, if there's nothing above it on the floor above, there's a skylight there. So, the formal living room has a skylight. Was able to have one. And then the formal dining room also has one. Family room definitely has one. The playroom, I think, has one. Which also, too, when those kids get a little bit older, you could easily change the playroom into a whole new, like a teen hangout. That would actually be really cool. And there's also, I think once we actually get to it, you'll be able to see it a little bit easier. But there's also a full-on closet that spans the whole entire playroom. And I actually spend time to put toys on the shelves and everything. So I'm not sure if you can actually access those toys because it's the sliding glass doors again, similar to the closet in the parents' bedroom. But hopefully that should be accessible. And actually, we are running low on time. So I think that I either did it or we're about to get to it. And I do it really quickly, which would surprise me if that's oh, yeah. No, I actually did it really quickly, I guess. Because this should be all the footage. Okay, yeah, no, this is all the footage. So I finished it a lot quicker. It's partially because it's sped up so quickly, or so much that's the reason why. Because I think I spent like a solid like 30, 45 minutes on this, getting it all and changing the colors. Maybe it wasn't really that long. It just felt that long. Yeah, because that just went by really quickly. Wow. So it's pretty much just the kids' bedrooms and a little bit in the outside. But yeah, we are pretty much done. A little over a minute left of the actual build itself. So like I said, all of those things will be in the description. All of the custom content. As long as I remember it, the other builds that I was talking about, those will be in the description as well. All my social media is always in the description, as well as my gallery ID, Again, that's born, number 2, be a diamond. Same way as it's spelled here, just without the games. Follow me on Twitter. That's where I'll be the most active. I do want to get more active on my Instagram and start doing Instagram stories and stuff like that also. But at least on my Twitter, that's where I will notify once videos go out. But you can always hit the notification bell here and the subscribe and everything, and you should get notified as well. But there's a little bit more of a heads up on my Twitter. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. If you got all the way to the end, hit the like button if you like this video, and remember to comment below if you like the video speed too. That's also something that I said in the beginning, but I went ahead and reminded you, just because it's been a little while. So if you like the speed of this video, please let me know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.